Welcome back everybody to Join the League season number 3. xGame KZ versus HEHE will someday be united. Game number 2, this is in a 2-game series. So last one, whether HEHE they draw it up 1-1 or just straight out lose 2-0, giving xGame an excellent position to just reach the playoffs. So we are here, we're HeflaTV, I'm Coucher, and once again joined by Benchy.
Hello, as yes, like what you said, xGame really doing a good job. In fact, currently they're sat there at 5th place, and if they take these 2 games as well, that would actually put them on 11-3, which would be a very good position to make the top 4, most definitely. As in, I don't quite know what games they have yet to play. I'll have to go have a quick look at that. But either way, as in the games they've got left to play, can't be as difficult as the ones they've already played.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna check it out straight away if my browser is reacting to me, but they actually only have Crypsis to play after these games, or never mind, my Insanity as well. So xGame, they still have 2 more games after today, but Crypsis, they are pretty much the bottom team at the moment, almost. They did join halfway through, replacing Goomba Gaming actually, so they're a semi-new team, I guess. 3 of them or 2 have played together before, so just a few additions, but nonetheless, xGame, man, they are still looking good, and like you said, those games might not be as hard as the ones they've already fought. But here we are in the draft again, xGame. Once again, they get their hands on the Death Prophet, and HEHE, they do start with the Skyrim Mage. What's the second one gonna be? Are we gonna see a Doombringer this game, or is it gonna once again just get ignored until the end of the draft?
Yeah, that is going to be a little bit interesting. As in, you do mention that xGame, they've only got 2 more games to play, and assuming the xGame win this last game and beat Crypsis, then the match between xGame and My Insanity, that could end up being the spot for 4th place, that final position in the finals.
Yeah, it is definitely so, although if they actually win all of them, all the games, then they will be tied with Power Rangers, which I'm not too sure what the tie-breaking is there. They'll probably just play a best of 1 as they usually have. I don't believe that they will take Power Rangers 1 versus xGame or xGame versus Power Rangers, so they're number 1. And of course, I mean, being number 1 is actually rather important since you get straight to the final. You don't have to go past the quarter and the semifinals. Just you're waiting in the finals for everybody else to play the playoffs and get to you.
Well, what's also interesting is the fact that if you look at Power Rangers and xGame, they'd actually have to play a tiebreaker. You couldn't even use the previous their previous matchups, because in this league, xGame and Power Rangers, it was 1-1.
Well, I mean, I guess a tiebreaker it is then if xGame can actually manage to win all of their next games. So they have, all in all, 5 more games to play this second game, as well as 2 more series. So, I mean, winning all of them definitely isn't an easy feat. But we'll see if they can do it as HEHE. They have the Doombringer and the Skyrim Mage together now. So far, no proper setup for the Mystic Flare. Yes, a core Skyrim Mage can just go for Rod of Aethos or just set it up himself with high levels in the Concussion Shot or whatnot. But xGame, once again, they do love themselves, the Wraith King.
Yep, and the Wraith King, always a nice pickup if you like it on support, but we have actually seen that xGame like to play him as a carry, which, is working out for them so far, so if it ain't broke, why not fix it? Or don't fix it.
Yeah, it is definitely so at the moment. I do believe in one game 2 versus Coast, it probably was banned out in second phase or something, but I mean, the Wraith King is ridiculously strong, and actually, since xGame, they're a team who love to play it in a core role, it's actually pretty good against Doombringer, because you can't really ignore a core Wraith King, but you really don't want to doom him up either, since he has that reincarnation. So either they go for some heroes that have Necrobooks or something and get the mana burn running, or just try to make it so that the Wraith King will be a non-factor from the get-go. But I mean, just last game thought that might happen with the tri-lane just completely failing for xGame, but in the end, just the others created enough space for them to get towers, get the team fights going in their way, so the Wraith King finally just caught up anyway.
However, it's worth noting this time, finally, the Doom was picked up in the first. It only took 8 picks for the Doom to get picked up this time.
Oh yeah, and well, we'll see how effective it can be. Both the Wraith King and Death Prophet are reasonably good heroes against Doom, since, well, Death Prophet, if you have your ultimate activated and then get doomed, the Exorcism still will tick until you die, or, well, I guess it times out, but usually you either die or the enemy team is dead before the Doom ticks out. So we'll see how that goes. But Nature's Prophet and a Viper banned by xGame, so they don't want anybody to possibly just kite around the Wraith King. As well as Nature's Prophet, Rat Dota, no thanks. But Shadow Shaman and Ancient Apparition banned by HEHE, so once again, just one team banning supports while the other is just removing cores.
Yep, and we are going to be... Both these two teams already picked up a very nice support, although the Shadow Shaman, you just don't want to give a Death Prophet to the Shadow Shaman. It's basically a case of both both players press R and a tower goes away.
Yeah, I mean, it more or less is that straightforward, to be honest. You might think like, yeah, it's not as easy, but it more or less is. Yes, there's a little bit more to it, but... Well, looking at the next bans, or picks rather, Sand King to pick for HEHE. So that's going to be the setup for Mystic Player. Even more magic damage, I mean, just somebody being under the effects of Ancient Seal, suddenly getting epicentered in the face. That's going to hurt a crap ton. But a Batrider for xGame, so xGame, they've most likely revealed all 3 of their cores by now.
Yeah, but I mean, you've got the Death Prophet, Wraith King carry, and Batrider, so all they need now are the supports, and the thing is, outside of the really good supports like Shadow Shaman and Scarith Mage, after that it's more a case of how team, basically what does the team themselves like. It's all very just preference, rather than, you know, this support, these supports are the best ones, these supports are terrible.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, to be honest, I could see them going for a Jakiro again, since... I mean, unless they want to run the Wraith King as a support, that's still one option as well, since that hero is flexible in that way. So, I mean, I guess go for a Jakiro. Mirana is definitely also still a possibility. Wraith King, Mirana +1. Even Mirana, Jakiro, both of them like they had last game. With just the exception of, I do believe their offlaner? Who the hell was their offlaner even last game? Oh, the Darkseer, right though. Right, yo. So, I mean, yep. I think Mirana or Jakiro, one of those will get picked.
Yeah, as we do see a Weaver getting picked up, so... is this going to be a carry Weaver or an offlane Weaver? And does that, you know, basically it's either going to be a carry Doom with an offlane Weaver or the vice versa. Both of those are pretty okay depending on the matchup of the opposing offlaner. I would say that Weaver probably does beat Batrider just because of his Geminate attack means he can harass Batrider pretty hard, as well as the Sakuchi means that Batrider can't really go off and do his usual get 5 million stacks and kill the offlaner. Shenanigans usually see from that hero.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe it's gonna be the casual or standard just Doom offlane with Weaver safe lane farming up, Sand King being in the jungle, and Skyrush just trying to harass whatever offlaner xGame choose to put in the offlane. Unless xGame want to go for an aggressive tri lane, but actually Mirana was banned by HEHE at the moment. So they were like, yeah, you're not pulling the same tricks as you did last time around. Just Arrow, of course, a really good way to kill the Weaver once you have like one setup stun before. But
yeah, I don't know, I will say that I was very impressed with that Mirana play, considering they didn't really have a common way to set that up. A lot of those arrows were blind, just, you know, raw arrows coming out and disrupting teamfights very nicely, and was no small part in the reason why xGame won.
Well, we'll see what xGame themselves want to ban out at the moment. They are lacking a mid laner, and looks like he most likely will once again be rather aggressive. Maybe wait for the Sand King's Blink Dagger first. Or just them roaming around the Skyrush Mage while stacking the jungle at the same time. Something along those lines. But, well, a Temporary Assassin ban from HEHE.
Now that's interesting, as in, I don't know whether HEHE like picking up TA, as in TA does do a very good job against the Death Prophet, as a very nice counter, but I'm not sure if it really fits into that lineup to some extent, especially considering the fact that they already have a Batrider and Jakiro who, you know, do a very good job against a TA due to the fact that you just simply turn up, use your you either use your Firefly or the Liquid Fire, and all of those refractions go away.
Yeah, I mean, refractions definitely wouldn't have been the greatest tools here. I guess they're maybe a little bit worried about the minus armor aspect of it and the Weaver just coming in with the Geminate attack, trying to mow through heroes, but... Well, we'll see. Maybe they have some specific mid laner themselves in mind. I'm not too sure. I mean, Death Prophet should be mid lane here with Batrider off lane, Wraith King Jakiro +1 in the safe lane. I guess if they wanted to go really greedy, Enigma is still available in the pool as well. Some teams love to run it, the others just don't touch that hero at all, but HEHE, Only 18 seconds left to just make up their mind.
Well, as in it would be a very greedy, considering the fact they already have two junglers. As in you've got the Zoom and the Sand King who both can use the jungle, so adding a third would be...
I mean for xGame.
Oh, for xGame. xGame, actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. You've got the Batrider, as we do see the Lion picked up.
I mean, I thought about the Lion for a second before the Jakiro came out, after I saw the Weaver pick, just to have a solid lockdown Ice Path. Might not be enough to just actually catch the Weaver, since landing an Ice Path on a target which just hasted, it's pretty damn hard, and Lion actually is pretty good against the puck as well at the same time. The Hex, just such a great ability, and Hex, Finger of Death. I mean, what hero can take that kind of damage? I mean, the Doombringer, most likely the only one here.
Yeah, I think realistically, out of all these heroes, we do see a Puck getting picked up as well, and obviously, both those two heroes, very good if you can't lock them down. The Weaver and the Puck. And you may even be we probably will be seeing a Lincoln's Weaver coming out, obviously. Just with the amount of lockdown we're seeing on the xGame KZ, as I'm going to try and say words properly, lineup.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, Lincoln's would be definitely extremely good. Up against Lion as well as Batrider, of course, Lincoln's is a pretty core item, man. But, well, both teams pick up smoke as good teams tend to do. But to go over the lineups again, for HEHE, up on the Radiant side, this time around Techno will be playing the safe lane Weaver, leaving Chipscion on the Sand King with Hava on the puck heading into the mid lane Nihis, playing the support Skyr of Mage this time, and Fire will be the offlane Doombringer.
In the meanwhile, on the opposite side, we do have xGame. We've been following them quite a bit. They're currently one game ahead. We have Waterfucker on the Death Prophet, Mantis on the Wraith King, Starcat on Batrider, Reeves on Jakiro, and Equal on that Lion. It looks like we're going to be seeing a little bit of an early aggression coming out from xGame as they're going into the enemy jungle looking for that initial pickers. Do any of them have smoke?
Yeah, man, yes. They slowed it down a little bit since Lion was just so damn slow with the movements. But actually, they're running to a rather bad position. What the fuck? He gives it away, I think, or does he? Mantis? He should be able to get the stun at least onto one hero. Who's he gonna go for? The stun, actually, they're waiting for the Ice Path. Catches Chipscion. Brave Fire Blast to follow up as well. Should be an easy kill onto Sand King. He's gonna get hexed up. 2.5 second disable. And what the fuck? Picks up the first blood.
Well, you said it was going to be HEHE who's going to early aggression, but we see the first blood coming out for xGame, and that's a very good start, especially with the Death Prophet being the one to pick it up. Yeah, that's going to be 409 gold for her almost instantly, and that's basically going to be her bottle.
Yeah, just
a boost.
What a good way to start this matchup. I mean, boots, I guess, they can do just as well, since otherwise he would have had to farm out the bottle anyway, and just wants to get the positional advantage against Puck and make sure that he actually doesn't get hit by the illusory orbs at the same time. And just having the earlier and faster room control, I guess, and xGame now, they are rotating their tri lane towards the top side, so not gonna stay as an aggressive tri lane. They want to make sure that they get some nice XP, as well as just try to slow down the Doombringer. I thought like maybe they're going to go straight out mid lane, but nope. They gave up on that idea at least, so we're looking at a standard laning situation if you just ignore the first plot that happened.
Yeah, obviously. Death Prophet getting those boots is going to be pretty good in this matchup, like we said. It also means that, you know, the fact that, fully enough, Death Prophet actually has the lowest move speed, raw, of any hero, I think. As in 280, far lower than even Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure if Crystal Maiden has 280 as well. I'm 100% sure on this, but I know she's pretty damn slow. But yeah, Death Prophet, thank God that she has the ability called Witchcraft, man. Without that, she would be a really sad prophet, but has 1 point into it, so slowly starts building up the movement speed.
Yeah, and we are... in the meanwhile, we do see these two offlaners. The Batrider, not going to be able to get that much due to the possible aggression coming out, especially as Scarith Mage manages to get that Ancient Seal. He did get level 1 concussive shots, not the level 1 Arcane Bolt. Well, Sand King's going to go stack and pull and to try and get his levels, try and get his Blink Dagger as soon as possible.
Yeah, I mean, a lot will hinge on how well the Sand King does for HEHE. Of course, the same goes for the Puck. They just need the Blink Daggers as early as humanly possible to be able to fight. Especially, or most importantly, earlier than Stalcat will get his on the Batrider. If they get their Blinks first, they can definitely just try to snowball this game out of control. Maybe get a, well, I want to say fast Desolator on Weaver, but if you're going for Lincolns first, even if you have some crazy ass farm, even then it won't be like super fast.
Yep, and On the opposite side, we are going to be seeing it's going to be a Doom in the offlane, and he's going to have a little bit of trouble as well due to the huge amount of lockdown potential coming out from that line with the Hex and the Earth Spike. As Doom is probably going to be resigned to, well, I was going to say creep stacking, but there's not really very many people on their team who can take out that creep wave, ancient stack.
Well, there is one way Doom can deal with it. If he finds a Wild Wing Ripper and just tornadoes the creep wave down once you stack it up. But at least Doombringer has the ability to jungle, even if it's slow. But of course, Batrider, I'm really hoping for xGames to support to just start stacking up the jungle as well while rotating at the same time. Just so that Stalcat can just go into it and farm up, or flash farm later on.
Yep, and we are seeing that Doom's kind of given up on the idea of attempting to go for that offlane, just simply going into the jungle, getting that free farm that's available there. Not the fastest way to get levels, though, as obviously, as in a little bit what I always like to say is that just because a hero can jungle doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, it's always a risk if you sack the offlane. So I guess it's like, if you don't get any XP, you won't be a factor at all. But if you leave, the supports will just gun for the enemy mid laner or offlaner, what the fucker. He's pretty low, the Berserker comes out, the Illusioner will connect as well. It should be an easy one. A few more right clicks, Concussive Shot comes through. Actually, it doesn't even get to land since Hawa picks up the kill before. So, just because you can jungle doesn't mean you should. Maybe freeing up the supports to roam is always a scary thing.
Yep, and we are going to see that first kill coming out onto the Death Prophet. Although, funnily enough, not from HEHE, as in their supports are pretty free right now. Not from xGame, I mean. As in their supports are pretty free right now, but it's going to be Death Prophet going down.
Yeah, and well, at the moment, more stacking to be had. Actually, this is already a triple stack, or actually, never mind, it was a double stack. I don't know why I thought this is a triple, but... Oh, no, it is a triple after all, man. What am I saying? That didn't get quadrupled, and neither did the other camp, the medium one, but... Still some nice camps for Batrider to farm up now that he has the Firefly.
Yep, it's always a bit of a it's always nice to get those creep stacks before you're level 3. Because obviously once you're level 3 you can do some very nice stuff, as in, you know, the level 2 Sandstorm is where the jungling really starts for a Sand King.
But look at top lane, man. Mantis is so far behind the towers, just... He was trying to creep skip as well. Reeves, he comes in, level 2 Liquid Fire, actually puts it on fire rather than the tower. I'm not too sure if that was worth it at the moment. Just should have definitely used it on the tower, make it so that the creep wave can tank it out for longer. But Reeves, now he's in no man's land, TP is coming in, it's the Skydive Mage, Concussive Shot, he has it, but he gets stunned up before. Reeves, he wanted to turn around for a second, should have just kept on running. Now going for the TP out, it's going to be a success as well, I think. Yes, he makes it out before the damage is enough to bring him down.
So he does for the rotation right there. A little bit dangerous though. All it would have taken would have been for Doom to get 1 or 2 more right clicks, 1 or 2 more crits, and that would have been a very dead Jakiro, but he does manage to get out. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, actually at the moment, Batrider, he was stealing the Sand King stacks with his Firefly. So, oh, what? Weaver, he chased him down in the end, Techno, he went for it, so really nice for Techno, having 1.3k gold, might be even going for a Hand of Midas with him saving up gold like this, but, I mean, always when you're up against a Batrider, you have to defend your own jungle.
Yeah, that's always going to be the issue, that Batrider, if you let him, he will go farm your jungle.
But looking at the mid lane, for example, it's actually pretty neck and neck. 24 and 4 up on Watafaka compared to 23 and 2 on Hawa. Both of them are bottle crowing or just refilling their bottles when getting runes. So this mid lane matchup just 100% even at the moment. Death Prophet activates the Illusion Rune. Will get some easier time last hitting, but don't think he will pull too far ahead.
On the meanwhile, though, we are going to be seeing I think that's a quad stack coming out here for this Batrider. That's going to be a lot of gold towards his Blink Dagger.
Oh yeah, that's going to be extremely good. Just getting levels as well. He will probably even hit level 5 from this if he farms up both of these camps here. So, excellent farm to come for the Batrider. Firefly activated as well. Oh man, quad stack. So tasty, but mid lane, what the fuck, a Dream Coin was used. Do they actually have enough? Berserk is already used as well in Shepshan. He has to be careful with the Crypt Swarms, just bringing them so damn low. As another pause comes out from Hawa, but it was a 3-man gank, and look at how ragged everybody is on HEHE now.
Yeah, because, you know, that's a very nice avoidation. As in fact, the Crypt Swarm on Death Prophet is going to be up in a few moments, and Sand King is in so much trouble.
How much mana does he actually have? Oh man, he's like 6 mana short of another Burrow Strike. Otherwise, could potentially even turn it around onto what the fuck. But what the fuck, 1 second creep swarm. Chips, he has to make a decision whether to run towards the bottom side, towards the river, or just go to the top side, trying to dodge a creep swarm. Because I'm almost certain what the fuck I will try to land the creep swarm on him.
Yeah, it looks like xGame having issues in terms of their stuff. As we actually see a little bit of trading going on in chat.
Yeah, man, it's a little bit of banter. He's saying that they got a Brave King sword for seeing actually Mantis himself triple kill against Ghost, so... But they are trying, and will we see a kill land onto Chips? And what the fuck, he's turning it around. Chips actually trying to dodge it out. Pretty nicely done as well. He gets the burrow strike. Will they get the kill? A few more right clicks, no magic stick. It is a counter, so what the fuck, he gets the kill, but it's better for xGame, although with a 3-man gank, you shouldn't even lose that one hero.
No, it was a very nice attempt by the Sand King, as in dodging the damage by the Death Prophet by using his Burrow Strike. But either way, that is going to be a 1-for-1, as that's going to be 3-2 in favor of HEHE right now, though.
Yeah, and Haystrom will get snatched by Equal. Hawa, oh, actually, the Hex is there. Actually, might go for the kill. Hawa is so low on mana. Not enough for the loser. What the fuck? He comes in as well. He has to phase shift away. The Crypt Swarm does do it successfully. Can he deny himself? Man, that's his base choice. Wow, he did it, man. He did it.
Yeah, very nice job right there. But still, it is a death from the puck. Gonna hurt him a little bit in terms of experience, as Death Prophet has now hit level 6. Not quite getting his ultimate yet, which does make a little bit of sense considering the fact that the level 1 ultimate is possibly one of the worst ultimates in the game.
Oh, top lane. He's gonna get stunned up to silence to Equal, but doesn't matter. The slow is there as well, of course. And now the Hex Mantis gets the last right click, and he might get the tier 1 tower as well if somebody doesn't rotate. But mid lane, what the fuck? Is he gonna be in trouble? Fire, he's around. But just as the Scorcher, Dream Coil comes up, but there's no Doom. Illusion connects as well. Crypt Swarm is there. What the fuck? Actually takes a lot of damage from the Waning Rift and will fall down. But Stalkat, does he have his ultimate? Yes, he does. Lasso onto Fire. They need assistance. Somebody come help them, man. Fire. He dooms up Stalkat now. He got level 6 from the kill onto what the fuck, and Stalkat, well, he has the Firefly, so just jukes it away.
While he jukes it away, he's just trying to get out of there. Is it gonna last long enough? He doesn't get up. He might go down because of that. Yes, he will.
Oh man, so unfortunate. I really thought just go keep on running towards the enemy base, but he didn't have a TP or anything on him, so that's actually setting back his Blink Dagger by quite a lot now.
Yeah, but he was kind of trying to double back, and he almost made it, but the Firefly ran out at the wrong moment.
Well, make it 5-4 now in the favor of xGame. Doom, he's level 7 actually from those 2 kills all of a sudden. He was level 5 when he came to gank Death Prophet. So they're gaining some pretty nice momentum. Doombringer working towards the hand of Midas. Definitely not going to be an extremely fast one, but within a decent timing, I have to say. I mean, I've seen way slower on offlane Doombringers, but looking at the graphs, it is about a 800 gold lead for xGame still. XP though, 2,500 in HEHE's favor. And I do believe XP in the early game is just a tad more important.
It's a little bit more important, yeah, although we are going to be seeing, like, you know, stuff like, ooh. Doom is not going for his miners, he's just going for, he looks like he's giving up on that, just going for Wand and Treads.
Oh, he really wants to tank it up. I mean, Power Treads, I want to say, are one of the most uncommon boots I have seen on Doombringers. It's like, either go Face Boots, Drums, something like that, or Arcane Boots, Mech, or sometimes offlane Dooms just go for Tranquil Boots, but, I mean, Power Treads, you don't see them that often, but I mean, you do want to survive a potential lasso initiation with a Finger of Death coming at you.
Yep, and that should help you a lot if you can manage to pick it up, as we do see a possible push attempt coming out here onto middle. Death Prophet doesn't have her ultimate up yet, though. Going for max level in Crypt Swarm and Whipcraft first. As the stun comes out, and Jakiro might be in a bit of trouble. He does dodge the orb, but he's in so much death. But the return comes out. The ultimate from Jakiro missing. Jakiro goes down, but Batrider looking for the ultimate, but getting it silenced and stunned up. And he's now in so much trouble. He's going to go down. That's going to be a 3-for-1 right there. Puck does eventually get taken out, but only Wraith King survives the next game.
Man, the Puck just made everything happen. That Dream Coil, and Batrider even running out of it, taking the break damage from it and the stun. Just too unfortunate. Oh, the stun lands onto Techno. A few more right clicks as well. That's all he needs. The burn damage is not going to be enough. Techno has time lapse. One more stun. Nope. Mantis, he knew that Sukuchi was available and he would get out of Sentry Ward's range, but getting close there, but man, a 4-for-1 exchange for HEHE. Just excellent fighting at the moment for the time being. The only bad thing for them is that Sand King really isn't all that close to his Blink Dagger yet, thanks to Batroid just stealing his stacks and the Doombringer jungling as well.
Yeah, the Sand King nowhere near, while the Bat Rider, well, he's nowhere. He's a little bit closer, but you know he should be there right now. And you know, a few bad initiations have really set him back, as he's around about 600 gold away with those 2 kills.
He's juking it out. He pops the Mystic Flare onto Watafaka. He's still alive somehow. Will the Liquid Fire be enough to Berserk onto Watafaka? Yes. They do bring down that one hero, but are they going to lose something in return equal? He's only level 4, has the Earth Spike. Can he even use it at all? Yes, he can. Lands on one, but Ice Path will make it so that actually they can't follow up anymore. Although Fire, he already got the kill onto equal. Reeves will fall as well. Double Berserk. Mantis, his reincarnation is on cooldown, man. You can't be there. He goes down. A 3-for-1 again, and Watafaka. Techno might want to try to chase him down, although I'm not too sure how good of an idea this is. But he's going at it, man. Illusion Orb from Hawa as well. He has the Dream Coil. He pops it onto 2 just as Stargate came in. Finally, he gets the last off, but a few more right clicks. They will bring down the Death Prophet. Or will they? Techno actually a little bit hesitant and will lose his life because of it. So Watafaka, he survives in the end, the next game. They get 2 cores in return, man. If only they had not gone that greedy.
Yeah, or even the fact that, you know, even if Wraith King, all we needed was Weaver to get that last Sakuchi off, get that last Geminate attack, and that would have been dead Death Prophet. But sadly, it wasn't to be, as that's going to be basically a 2-for-0 trade there right at the end, just diving too deep.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate what he did there, or how it went down. Weaver definitely hesitated a little bit. I mean, I could see him being in the Sakuchi, but not running towards the Death Prophet, not even right-clicking. Just standing there. He started to run away, then came back a little bit, but didn't commit fully to either escaping or going for the kill. So, I mean, just the moments of hesitation can make the difference between either getting kills or making the escape. But xGame, they were happy enough to take full advantage of it.
Yep, as well, this is going to be a 12-8 victory currently coming out for HEHE, as they are, I think, slightly ahead in terms of experience and gold. Yeah, around about 3k experience, although the gold is in xGame's favour by roughly 1k, which is, you know, it's a lead, but not the amazing lead.
Oh man, Reeves might be in a ton of trouble, Chipsign. Ice Path misses, Berserk is there, Hawa. Mystic Flare on top of Reeves' head as well, he's still alive, but Waning Great Illusion. They get the kill, what the fuck, the Exorcism activated. He is Dream Coil, but Stalkat, he blinks in, gets the last one to Hawa. They need some more damage, the Crypt Form comes through, Flame Break as well. They do get the kill, and Chipsign, he's on the run now. Does he have the Berserk? Yes, he does. But well, you're fighting in the Exorcism, so a 2-for-1 exchange in the next game. They are starting to fight back, and actually they're going for the Nihis as well now. Stalkat low on mana. They will not get the follow-up, but I think they're plenty happy with what they got.
Yeah, I think they got a 2-for-1 right there, after the Jakiro just being completely out of position. And that's always nice to see, as we do see the Scarlet Mage is going to pick up the kill onto Lion. Scarlet Mage doing what a Scarlet Mage does. In the meanwhile, though, there is a chase currently going out, as that is going to be a dead Death Prophet. The Doom ticking down, Weaver getting the last hit, and that's going to be a very nice dominating streak going towards that Weaver.
Yeah, I mean, xGame, they were the ones just overstaying their welcome at the moment. They were backing off, or at least some of them. I mean, Exorcism had worn off already. I have no idea why the Lion actually even walked in like that. I guess he did have Finger of Death, so just wanted to pop his ultimate and back off, and oh, fire. He's not going to run into Stalkat, so they will be fine. Mantis just farming up the top lane. Still, I want to add here, going for a Maelstrom, but man, this Wraith King, he isn't as farmed as you would hope him to be at the moment. But looking at the graphs again, it is 1000 in xGame's favor gold, XP though 3000 for HEHE, and finally Hama, he has himself the Blink Dagger on Puck. He's level 11, although doesn't actually have level 2 Dream Coil at the moment, so he chose to put the second point into Phase Shift instead.
Yeah, and I do have to say that this is mostly, the advantage is mostly because of the Death Prophet, who's having a pretty good game so far, farming up middle, after getting that first blood. Yes, he's been ganked a few times, as it looks like he's going for a pretty fast mech, already got all the items. Although he still needs a buckler.
Oh, not too far beyond, I guess. 400 gold or so. Next creep wave, possibly, if he doesn't miss too many last hits. And well, with the crit swarm, it's rather easy to farm out the creep waves at the moment. The Illusion Orb does connect. Tower gets denied away, what the fuck, nicely done.
Yep, getting the deny and the farm. Everything's going well for Wadafucker, but at the same time, But the rest of xGame, not quite so much, as we do see it looks like they're trying to go for some aggression here on this enemy tower. As they do get the lasso onto the Scarlet Mage. Scarlet Mage going to get, well, doesn't get nuked down, there's no one else there. Finally gets taken out by that finger. But the Dream Coil kind of locking Batrider in place there, but being wasted. But the puck, he's got double damage for a little bit longer. Not going to find Batrider, he's going to blink the hell out of there. Lion is going to get taken down, a 1-for-1 support for support.
Yeah, and Techno also got the tower deny here, so actually it was a tower deny for tower deny more or less, and support for support. So rather even across the board at the moment. xGame have finished up Mantis's Maelstrom, and once again Mantis back to the top lane he goes.
Yep. Back to the top lane, more farming!
But Mech finished on Death Prophet. I mean, it's probably an item that core Death Prophets would like to avoid if possible, but then again, if nobody else is building Mech for their team, it's definitely a solid enough item on a hero such as the Death Prophet himself. But he has level 2 Exorcism now. I am kind of waiting for them to just try to establish some kind of vision control around Roche and go take it for themselves.
Yeah, that level 2 is really where the Death Prophet starts to get into control. Just being able to jump in and do that much damage. And if you have a quick look at the skill itself, it starts off at 4 spirits at level 1 and goes all the way up to 12. It increases by 300% as we do see Puck picks himself up with Regen Rune.
Ooh, and finally Chip Sign, Blink Dagger on the Sand King, so that's a huge item pickup. A little bit on the late side, but better late than never, and 16 minutes I have seen way worse as well, so they can start being even more active now. I mean, even the supports themselves, Skyref and Sand King, they can go together, Pyrostrike into Mystic Flare, and most heroes, well, actually might not even die from it since they are rather tanky on all of them, or reasonably tanky, but at least there are some heroes that they could bring extremely low and possibly chase them now. But Chipsign, wow, he's running into so many heroes, but Stalker didn't react soon enough. The force def is there, Blink, maybe, no, he's holding on to it.
Yeah, but we see initiation coming out, the stun comes in, Sand King might be able to nuke out this Batrider, but the Batrider is going to get out with help of that mech. The ultimate's going to be pretty good from the Puck, but at the same time, the Sand King goes down almost instantly, and the Death Prophet is on the run. Once more kills, once more death. You see his Guards Mage, also the second victim. A nice double kill there coming out, and Weaver gonna be able to get out of safety, but that's gonna be a 2-for-0. The ultimate has been popped, but that's the power of the ultimate, and they want to pick up the Roche in return for this.
Yeah, I mean, the ultimate will wear off, but I still think they should have enough. I mean, Liquid Fire Mantis tanking up level 2 into Vampiric Aura. Actually, the tire cooler went down at the moment. Puck, I do believe, was the one to snipe it down. Didn't have anything on it, but still a tower worth of gold. And he, oh man, Hawa, he even pops the Dream Coil just to get the solo kill onto Equal. And so far, Lion, he really hasn't been too much of a factor. But Hawa now, he's in some trouble, Stalkat. He wants to chase down for the kill. His Firefly still active for another quarter of the duration almost. Hawa, he gets the blink though, and he should be fine with the Illusory or Ethereal Chant.
Yeah, but the Batrider just can't keep up with both Illusory Orb and a blink. Although he can almost try with that 4-staff.
At the Roche, they're fighting nice double Burrow Strike, but the Macro Pyre was used before. Mantis, he wants to go for the Aster Incarnation. It's level 2 now as well. They get the stun onto Techno. He's silenced up. Can they get the kill? Yes, they can. 300 gold to Watafaka. Mantis, this Weaver, not having the best of games so far, but a nice silence from Hoa. He has the haste rune. He could allow to do so, but Roshan still dropping low. There's no Dream Coil, and they know it. And Stalkat, well, he gets knee. He's in the meantime. What? Oh, how he got stunned up in the Roche, but he's going to go down. Haste rune or not. Aegis picked up by Watafaka here as well. I mean, he tried to go for the snatch, lost his life in the end as Chipsign with 50 HP, a little bit extra, TP's out. But they lose 3 heroes, they lose Roche. Horrible engagement for HEHE.
Yeah, but a little bit of a shame right there. But either way, you know, both these two, I'd say mostly xGame are going to be very happy with that. Getting the Aegis and being able to do that much damage to HEHE's lineup.
Well, at the moment, 17 to 16. Looking at the graphs again, HEHE, they have a small gold advantage, but it's more or less non-existent. XP actually has dropped down to almost 0. It used to be about 4,000, but actually now that it updates, 2,000 gold lead for xGame, about 750 gold lead for them as well. So I guess xGame, they are taking back some control here.
Yes, and again, both these two games have started the same. We saw that xGame had a pretty bad start. in their first matchup, and then they just brought it back with some good team fights and having better team fight control than their opposing team. And again, they're doing the same, as in the early game wasn't the greatest, but as soon as they get into that team fight situation, their level of a team play just is outstripping HEHE's.
We'll see how long that will be the issue for them. I mean, if Sanking can get a huge epicenter load, then again, if you're the one going on the aggressive, it's not the easiest to actually get the proper angle for it, or get the safe channel of the epicenter to go in. Maybe if Puck went in first, got a huge stream coil or something. Especially, I mean, since the Batrider is constantly lurking around with the Firefly, it's so hard to get the positional advantage against him. And actually, Hava, on the Puck, he went for a Necro level 1 now.
Yep, as we are seeing the Blink Dagger coming out on the Doom. That 20-minute timing. In fact, he's not done too badly considering the bad start he had in his off lane. You know, getting the Hand of Midas now up, getting the Blink Dagger. Going to be able to pick up those levels and farm pretty quickly now.
He's looking pretty good as Mantis. He's out of mana in the middle lane. Can he pop the magic wand and all? Yes, he can. Reincarnation pop. He slows down at least 3 of the enemy heroes. Ice Path catches 2 of them. Actually, never mind. Chip Sign. He gets out, but gets stunned by the Brave Fire Blast afterwards. Is he gonna go down? One more right click. Pharaoh Strike. He gets the double. Can he actually escape the burn damage? Sure looks like it at the moment. As Stream Coil used onto Stalker. Illusion does miss. What the fucker? They get the kill onto Chip Sign and Stalker. Can he buy enough time for HEHE's to maybe go down? Yes, they get the use from What the fucker. So it's gonna be a support kill. Gonna get silenced up. Liquid Fire. He burns. He goes down. But in the meantime, Desolator was finished on Weaver, so first big item Desolator, no defensive items at all.
Yep, and we are going to be seeing Weaver. He looks like he's going for a glass cannon build right now, just going for as much damage as he can, and hoping that his Gemini plus time lapse is able to keep him alive.
But xGame now, they're going for the push. Level 2 exorcism popped. Liquid Fire is there, of course, as well. And I don't think he can defend this, man. Maybe if Sanking gets into position soon enough, but this tower is melting pretty damn fast now that the ghosts are focusing on it.
Yeah, that level 2 ultimate just being so good. Now see what a fucker going for the silence. Not going to be able to catch it in time as Weaver is going to be able to get out of there. The Sand King did get silenced up, but he's still got his ultimate. Only level 1 though. It looks like they are in full retreat right now. The Puck though looking for the damage, but you know, Death Breath is already out of there. The Lion securing that escape.
Oh, Reeves gets slowed down. What the fuck? Has to be careful. Oh, the Ice Path catches 2 by Chips. He got the blink. The silence didn't land on him, so they're gonna go for the Mystic Flare. Even the epicenter channel. Mech is there. The last 10-minute attack barely brought him down. Ice Path once again only catches not the one. I don't think What the fuck can escape. He's gonna get doomed up and just burst it down. There's the burster coming out, but HEHE's will fall down in return. Techno, he barely gets the time left now. There's the Lasso. Will it be enough in the fire? I highly doubt that they won't Stalker on the high ground. And the xGame, well, they lose free, man. They just got so cocky with the ages. But Mantis is around. He has the blink there. Can he get the stun onto anybody? Nope. Everybody just makes it out. Goes for the escape as the kill of Stalkat. And now Mantis most likely will fall as well. He's dropping low on mana. And wow. Blade Mail plus just level deaths. That xGame, why the hell did they just not back off?
Yeah, and I will say that pro tip right there. Right-clicking a Doom with a Blade Mail when you're playing as a Sand King with crits equals bad time.
Oh wow, well, that just happened. This game is just, I mean, it's not even froze so much, but just lots of back and forth. Both teams taking good team fights and knowing when to go on the aggressive or just when to chase their advantage in a fight. So, I guess giving the graphs a little bit of time to update there. A 3000 XP lead suddenly for HEHE, almost a 5k swing, gold. Well, not as huge of a swing, but still about 2000 or so. So HEHE, they're once again in the lead for both.
But both these two teams are still pretty equal. We're kind of seeing, basically which team can throw the hardest at the moment. As both the two teams are, you know, kind of overextending, making mistakes, and jumping in and having kind of weird engagements. And it's simply a case of who gets the better of those.
Yeah, I mean, there definitely hasn't been like a proper 5-on-5 engagement at the moment. It's like somebody dies and the rest just get chased down or something crazy like that happens most of the time. Kill-wise, they are ahead though. Doombringer just keeps on farming up with the Hand of Midas. A 3k gold bank on him at the moment, and well, that guy is stacked, and actually the Doombringer has yet to die in this game.
Yep, and basically right now this is a game of throws. You either throw the game or win.
That's the best kind of game, man. No throw, no win. You have to throw at least once to make the victory a little bit more fun. But, oh, equal, he gets caught. Burrow strike up, level def already used, one more right click. Actually, Techno, he's the one to get the kill, but they're just getting the jumps, they're having the vision, and equal. He's been having a pretty sad game. He got this blink dagger with a, I guess, decent enough timing, about 20 minutes in or something, but this Lion just has not impressed at the moment.
No, a little bit of a shame right there, as you know, the Lion, he's one of those heroes that can have huge impacts on the game, but
oh, they might get the Hava here. They get the silence lasso. Actually, they're holding on to it. They will go for it in the end, or will they? Nope, the double Burrow strike chips. He's saving them. They have the dream call. What the fuck? They will pop it. The illusion does land them the kill, and Stalker, he is going down as well. He breaks the dream coil, but he couldn't stand in the sandstorm either. So, oh man, Doom up onto Reeves. They're gonna get yet another kill. Burrow strike onto Mantis. They will get the Techno. Is there? There's the Mystic there, man. They get the reincarnation. 60-second cooldown, so not the biggest deal, but they will kill him after this as well. Blade Mail from fire. The right click's fighting Maelstrom. Well, it does some bounces, but holy crap, those fights, man. They pretty much team wiped xGame twice in a row now.
yep, and right now we just saw right there that, to be fair, that was mostly due to an amazing play coming out from the Sand King. A chip just, you know, getting that double stun right when he needed it, turning that fight around and turning what should have been a 2 versus 1 gank into just a 2-0 victory for HEHE.
Yeah, and they will get the tier 2 as well, it looks like at the moment. Maybe even more. So Wraith King is down for another 28 seconds after all. We were a little bit low on mana, so might consider backing off home, and I guess that's one of the downsides, is not having a Lincoln Sphere. Is just don't really have too much mana generation to go around.
Yep, and we are actually seeing the Necro units are starting to come out on this HEHE side.
Oh man, just look at the graphs. XP suddenly 12,000 lead for HEHE. 12 damn thousand within a span of like 5 minutes or something like that. Gold 5,000, so not as peak, but they are just looking better and better. And I mean, late game, I'm not too sure. I guess I would maybe give a small advantage to HEHE, but if they were on equal farm, on equal levels, I actually think xGame might have the better of it, but since that's almost never the case, so I'll have to hand it to HEHE for the time being. They're just in such a good position.
Yeah, as in HEHE, they kind of were losing it a little bit in terms of team fight versus team fight, but they've kind of brought it back with some very nice individual moments, and they're now, you know, looking to start pressuring these tier 3s.
We'll see how well they can do with that. Techno, he's trying to split push the tier 2 at the moment. And does he have his the PKB finished? Yes, he does. As Assault Kuras finished on fire straight out. Dagon level 2 up on Puck. So suddenly a crap ton of item improvements coming from here.
Yeah, they've got that Dagon. Always getting those kills secures. And pretty doesn't like the X game, they're going to be trying to take out this tier 2, and it should go down pretty quickly with the ultimate from the Death Prophet coming out, but the Doom comes out almost instantly, and Jakiro is in so much trouble. He's going to go down to the Doom, surely. In the meanwhile, the Puck coming in for also more damage. Going to jump in, get the Dagon, doesn't really do very much, but at the same time, still doing the damage. But Death Prophet still running around with the ultimate. Isn't going to matter, though, as that is going to be a 3-for-0 trade.
Oh man, Mantis, I don't know how he got out of there, but he did at the very least. Didn't even need the reincarnation to survive, but still a 3-for-0. That fight was so scrappy. They were just fighting all over the place at the moment, and well, Batrider, he managed to lasso Chip Science, so there was no epicenter or anything to come out, but I mean, he himself nowhere near to actually getting a kill even, so yes, it's good that you lasso a target, but if there's no follow-up, that ultimate is just more or less wasted, so they're just finding the better positioning at the moment, and he wasn't even a part of that fight properly.
Yeah, and that's one of the more dangerous things, which the Weaver didn't really do very much, and they still won that pretty convincingly, a 3-for-0 exchange.
Yeah, indeed they are, and actually mid lane, wow, Chip Sign, he went in, he killed off Lion. Epicenter, actually didn't even use the Veil of Discord for this. So that's just how easy it is to kill a Lion at the moment. I mean, Magic Stick, Boots of Speed, and a Blink Dagger, and 1 Iron Branch for the Strength Man, the tank.
It's just not very good. We are going to be seeing, it's interesting to note that the wards coming out from the HEHE side are very, very aggressive, and it's going to give them a kill there onto Batrider. He does manage to use himself up, but the Dagon says no.
Yeah, man. Oh, wow. I thought like maybe, nope. Just take on level 2 in the face. Necro level 3 activated as well. They can keep on pushing or use the Necro books to do so. Or, of course, Roche. A pretty nice thing to go for. And I guess now wait for the Necro book to come off cooldown once you get Roche. Just maybe farm up the next big item if you even have any coming on the horizon. But just wait Necro book and find out.
Just so fast, and that's going to be a free Roshan there coming out for HEHE. As you know, if you're on the Radiant side and picking up Roshans, you know it's always a bad thing for the opposite team. As we see 2 more levels of the Dagon coming out, as he's now got level 4. He's almost got max level kill stealing.
Yeah, man, we need more. 700 damage is not enough to kill steal, man. Need 800.
Yeah,
need the lower cooldown as well.
No, he also needs a refresher so we can Dagon refresh Dagon.
Oh yeah, that's the best usage of refresher.
Exactly. I think some people have to get it on Doom.
Oh, mid lane, they get the stun onto Techno. Will there be a follow-up? 2 double Berserk by Cheapside. Once again, he gets less out. No Epicenter, unfortunately, but Exorcism used. Man, they will get the Sanking. Actually, Techno, he's gonna lose his Aegis here as well. Mantis. Blink next time. Got the stun. Ice Buff. He's waiting for him. Actually, no, it's gonna dissipate. BKB from Techno. Ice Buff a little bit too soon there.
Yeah, the BKB pop going off, giving him more than enough time to get out of there. So, a 1-for-1 right there. In favour, probably slightly of xGame just because they're further behind. But at the same time, they did manage to get the Aegis. As looks like they go there onto the Death Prophet. Her ultimate's going to be running out in a few moments, as she's going to be able to get out there with a 4-staff. But the Dagon...
Well, Power actually feeding some Necro Warriors to Mantis at the moment, but he got the 10-second BKB away, although Stalkat, he's hungry for blood, no less so they just wanted to kill the Necro books here.
Yeah, just being annoying right there as the Puck has got double damage, so can do a lot in terms of ganking.
Well, they do back off at the moment. I mean, without the Sanking, I guess, pushing high ground and without Necrobook, it's not the easiest thing he could do, but if they really want to, they can still just go for the risk. Although, if they go high ground and just lose a decisive team fight, then xGame suddenly they're kind of back in the game or potential, but man, look at the graphs. Oh, I hear a lasso, they're gonna get Chow. Can they get the stun? Yes, they can. Ice Buff is there as well. Is he gonna survive this somehow? No, he's not. 1,130 gold to Mantis.
Yeah, and that's always a nice thing to see when you pick up a huge kill like that, a kill streak like that. It looks like they're going to want for more initiation, as we're just seeing right now here a little bit out of position, and they are getting punished for it pretty hard.
Well, I mean, I wanted to say that HEHE, man, they're like 15,000 ahead. Oh, actually, are they going to get Weaver? I doubt it. He has to BKB if really necessary. No, he's just going to hightail it out there with some Sukuchi. Regeneration picked up here as well. So even going to be full mana after escaping, but... Sand King, he got the kill onto Reeves. Once again, just pulling support heroes. But, I mean, it used to be a 15,000 gold lead for HEHE. It was almost a 25,000 XP lead as well. It did drop down a little bit with the 2 kills. But what a huge lead HEHE has, man. That it escalated pretty quickly.
Yeah, as in right now, HEHE, they might be attempting to throw the game, but eventually they're going to be able to just beat the other team with piles of money.
Piles of money wins games. Money, it's like money is everything in life and in games.
Yeah, they're just basically filling huge sacks with pennies and just going all out on the enemy team.
Man, well, paper money, as in real money, whatever, however you want to call it. It doesn't hurt when you throw at the enemy, but a sack of pennies sure would.
Yeah, but that's why I give all my money in change.
Just maybe somebody that actually wants to steal your money, you just throw it at them, man. Throw it at them. But Lincoln Sphere finished on Watafaka, and I mean, I don't even recall when I last saw a Doom used. This Doombringer is just farming up 7-0-13, Hand of Midas rolling together with the Devour, AC finished, Boots of Travels, even has an ultimate orb. Might be a Lincoln's, might be a Sheepstick in the making. It's just this guy is so stacked.
Wait, there's a Doom in this game? No, as we do see that, you know, as in he's farming up pretty well. Doom's one of those heroes that can definitely use a farm, definitely get out of control with that, as he's actually 3k ahead of the second closest hero in this game, which is going to be that Wraith King, who's also, you know, farming up pretty well.
Oh, don't know who else is farming up well. Equal, he got his Tranquil Boots. Oh man, Lion, he's golden now, and he doesn't need any more. Tranquil Boots finished.
GG, well played, support items endgame.
At least he has the blink dagger, man. He's had the blink dagger for almost 15 minutes, like slightly less, but an Eye of Skadi on Doombringer. That's, I want to say, a first for me.
What? As in, technically it works. It technically works on Doom, but...
Well, with the build he has, he actually crits pretty hard with the Pack Leader's Aura and the crit. And oh, equal, he's gonna run into the fire. They get the Hex onto Tekno, but the Sukuchi was there. He's hasted already because of it. Will they get the follow-up stuns equal? He's gonna get stunned up. One right click more, he goes down. There's the epicenter coming through Chipsan. Actually misses the PK beat Wraith King, but fire, he wants to go for Stalker. He's gonna get the kill as well. Gem on the ground, and now Reeves, he's gonna get slowed down from the Eye of Skadi. Carry fire, double kill for him. Is he gonna go for more? Of course, he blinks in aggressively, gets stunned, but he's so damn thank you for the armor he has. Exorcism or not, they gone into what the fuck, they burst him down. No exorcism damage to be had, and GG, well played. They did tie up the series.
Yep, and that is going to be a 1-for-1 in the end. The GG is coming out, and we just saw that out of all those engagements, HEHE, they just got the better of them. You know, through a mixture of individual play and xGame maybe being a little bit too aggressive at times. But either way, a 1-for-1 series, both these two teams still in the running for that top 4 position.
Yeah, I mean, extremely important that he actually did grab this one game here. But guys, this is going to conclude it for us. We still have other channels running. HeflaTV 2 with Balkan Bears versus P+5, Bennett +5. And of course, Heflamoke will be, or the channel Heflamoke on Twitch will be running CMB versus Tengen, I want to say. Yep, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be the game for JDL America Division 1. So guys, more Dota on our other channels if you want to see some more. And of course, for this channel, it's probably gonna be it for the night. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. And if you did, be sure to drop a follow on this channel as well as our other channels. All the channel links are below the stream and the descriptions about what they are for, English, Heroes of the Storm, Chinese, what have you. But, of course, follow my co-caster Painchi at Painchi on Twitter as well as Twitch is the exact same if you want to check him out. And guys, just have a good evening.